Hello everyone, Spider Gamer here once again. Hi, it's good to see you again. Um, if I'm not mistaken, today is Valentine's Day? Am I correct? I think I'm correct. So, before I start this video, I wanted to, use the fact that today is Valentine's Day and tell you guys a little something. Growing up in English class in school, we would sometimes do little activities to celebrate international holidays. And since Valentine's Day in Brazil is in June, so today I'm not celebrating Valentine's, so don't worry. Sometimes we would celebrate Valentine's Day twice in a year because of English class. And the teacher in English class would always tell us that Valentine's Day is a day for love, regardless if it's romantic love, if it's familial love, if it's platonic love. It is a day for love. So you should share that love with all the loved ones in your life, regardless if they are a significant other, a family member, a friend, anybody you love, you share that love with. So today I would like to ask you, anybody that you truly love in your life, tell them today that you love them very much and you appreciate them for being in your life. And in turn, I would like to say, I love and appreciate you very, very much for being here. Thank you so much for watching my video today. And following the theme of Valentine's, I thought it would be fun to take a look into r/relationship advice. Do be warned, I have been single for almost 6 years, and most of my dating expertise comes from dating sims. So some would not think me a good advice giver for relationships, but I have also helped many friends solve relationship issues in their own relationships by using common sense. And I've been told by a lot of people that I am a charming individual, so I don't know if you want to take my advice or not. It's up to you, really. I cannot be blamed for if you take my advice or not. But yeah, we're gonna be looking into some relationships today and giving a little advice about that. Gonna be playing Cupid for today. But before we do that, I would like to say, you guys remember the previous Reddit video I did? That I read stories about Kevin, and there was the Kevin at the chocolate factory. Yeah, there was an update, and I don't want to wait for another video to make that update. So I'm gonna read it right now before I read the relationship advice, and I hope you enjoy it. So before our little Cupid RP, we got Kevin and the Chocolate Factory, the Connoisseur. Welcome back to the next chapter in the saga of our Kevin being Kevin. Also, in case you hear some rain in the background, it is raining heavily right now. It's been raining heavily for like the last 2 weeks. So it's not like I can record at a time that's not raining, because that's never. That's good in a way. It helps water the plants, I guess. But it's also not very good for the people who don't have shelter. So I'm feeling conflicted about this sudden massive downpour. Anyways, the second week did not disappoint. For anyone who missed the first part, here is the link to part 1. We already covered that. That is in the last Reddit video that I did. If you're watching the Reddit playlist, it's literally the video before. So You good. I think it's the first story actually in the video before. So, yeah. On today's menu, 2 stories about taste testing, intentional or not. Oh, it was intentional, all right. If I worked at a chocolate factory, I would get so much taste testing done. I would never be employed at a chocolate factory. First one takes place when Kevin was shown the processing line for chocolate bars. Yes, he went again. For everyone who doesn't know, when it comes to food manufacturing, there are some rules to follow, aka good manufacturing practice. One of those rules is that one does not interfere with the production line, which is made clear with the "don't touch the products" sign. But no, not for Kevin. He had other plans. He went to the line without asking, without anything, picks up a bar and eats it then and there. Honestly, I would do the same. I know he shouldn't do that, and I shouldn't either. But I definitely would do that. The disbelief on the faces of the other employees was immense, I was told. Is that how you write immense? I don't think that's how you write immense. This is sending me. Is that? No, that's not how you write no. Hold on, let me look this up. No, this cannot be how you write immense. I was right. That is, in fact, not how you write immense. Okay. Phew, I can rest in peace now. I was told, yeah. The developers who come up with new products gave the team where he works a few samples to try and test. Due to very few samples produced, just the nature of the process, everyone splits them so they can all try it. Oh, I wish I had some taste testing chocolates right now. I want chocolate. I'm really craving chocolate. Maybe I should go look for some chocolate. Do you think the prices of chocolate will have been like higher now because it's Valentine's Day everywhere else besides Brazil? Or do you think the value of chocolate will have stayed the same? Actually, it's not even Valentine's Day. This is recorded way in advance. Why do I think that today is Valentine's? Today is not Valentine's. To you it is. To me not. Yeah, I'm gonna go look for some chocolate after this. But I will have to go out in the rain. And chocolate's worth it. Okay, so on that day, they got chocolate cups. Don't know what taste. They take a knife, start splitting the coops. I think that's a misspelling. The cups, and then comes Kevin, sees the cups and another misspelling, and shoves 2 of them into his mouth. The whole team, around 10 people, got 5 of them. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that is. Can I swear? Okay, I'm gonna swear and bleep it out later. That is asshole behavior. Kevin is being an asshole right now. I would never forgive him for eating the chocolate that was supposed to go to me. I would sever any and all friendship ties right there. Nobody eats my chocolate and gets away with it. I might be a little more violent about this right now because I am craving chocolate. But I stand by what I said. You do not eat my chocolate and get away with it. As you can see, Kevin never fails to impress. Stay tuned. There are much more stories, at least, that from what my fiance tells me. And that has been the update for now. I feel like there's gonna be a new update by the time I record the next Reddit video. So stay tuned for that too, I guess. And now for the relationship advice. Let's play Cupid.
I'm going to be playing Cupid now. Is this a more Cupid appropriate voice? I hope so. Why am I being forced to do housework? I'm 29M. GF is 25F. I've been with my girlfriend for just over a year. Before meeting her, I had a cleaner that would come over once a week for the major cleaning up things. I'm a neat and tidy person. There's no clothes on the floor or anything. After meeting my girlfriend, she refused to allow the cleaner to come and said that we would have to do it ourselves. She was a student and I was working, so she would do most of it. And I was happy with this, even though I offered to pay for a cleaner pretty much every week. She graduated last November and is starting work soon. And instead of hiring a cleaner, she's insisting that we continue to do it ourselves, but now 50-50. I have a full-time job in finance.
Breaking character here. Forgive me if I'm not knowledgeable in the lines of finance, but how do you have a full-time job in finance? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that you can do? I'm sorry, I just have a deep distaste for finance area people that I have no idea if a full-time finance job is a thing. I'm sorry, I don't feel like I can be impartial in this story because I've already been turned against a dude by his job in finance. I'll try to be impartial, but it's gonna weigh down a little bit on his side for being in the wrong. Like I'm gonna be a little less forgiving of him, but hey, I'm gonna try. Back in character.
Plus, a small business, 5 hours a week, 99% from home, so not a big deal. I just don't understand her logic when I could easily pay for a cleaner and forget about this. We just had the biggest fight of our relationship, and she won't tell me why she's so insistent on us doing the housework. If someone thinks this is a money thing, it's not. We wouldn't even notice the money going out. I feel insane. Okay, so first things first, I can kind of relate to the wife on this because I too don't want a cleaner. I would never hire a cleaner, but that's because I have issues, like mental issues, and I don't like people in my house. My house is kind of like a closed off quarantined space that is a me nuke. I don't want other people from outside inside. It's a me area. I don't like people being inside my house. So if your wife feels like that, I can relate to her. But I don't know if that's how she feels or if I'm just projecting. So on that side, I can understand her not wanting you to hire a cleaner because she doesn't want someone in the house like I do, right? But if that's not the point of view, then I don't know what is her deal. But if it's something you guys can manage by the two of you, I feel like it's a good idea to do that. if both parties are perfectly fine with people being inside their house and doing stuff for them, then yeah, sure, go for it if it makes your life easier and if you can afford that. But if someone's not comfortable with that, I feel like it'd be nicer to accommodate for them and find a way so both of you can handle it, because it's not fair for her for 100% of the work to be on her. I feel like you can do 50-50. And a little tip for me, because I do all the housework where I live most of the year, you don't need to do everything at once, because everything at once is overwhelming, okay? Select like a moment for you to do each thing. Oh, today is the day that during the afternoon, after I've done everything I need to, I'm gonna clean the bathroom. Or, oh, today is the day that I'm going to take the dust out, dust everything, and also bring out the vacuum cleaner or the broom. You can select moments of your week for each task so it's not overwhelming. And a little fun idea for you too is to have a moving chore chart. If you feel overburdened by some tasks, but you also want to help out more, you can split like the heavy tasks in two and the light tasks in two and make two little groups. And then each week, one of you does one of the groups. And that can be like a rotation so nobody feels too overwhelmed. It's a partnership. You're supposed to help each other. And if one of you has an issue or something that can be accommodated for, you should talk it out together and accommodate for each other. Not go on Reddit to ask the opinions of strangers. But hey, talk to your wife. See what the problem is. Why doesn't she like you hiring someone to do the cleaning? If she's like me and she doesn't want someone from outside inside her house because it's her little space, then yeah, I think 50-50 is more than fair. I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a controversial story in this video. So if you have any productive things to add, please do so in the comments. If you think I am wrong and you feel like you can convey that rationally and respectfully, please do so in the comments. If you will yell at me in the comments, I will remove your comment because I do not condone yelling in this channel. Okay? I hope we can reach a civil conclusion to this. Next story is from user u/throwra coffee love. I, 23F, met my boyfriend's 25M work wife. Ugh. Sorry, I hate that. I hate that term. I broke characters. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Work wife. Ugh. Sorry. For the first time, and I'm devastated. So throw away your account because this is a pretty personal drama and I don't want all my friends knowing about this just yet. I have been with my boyfriend for 5 years now, and he's been at his current job for a few years. We will call him Jake. I've never met any of his coworkers until last night, but there's one in particular who we will call Amy. Sorry, this voice is hurting my throat. It doesn't sound like a voice that will hurt your throat, but you gotta like dehydrate your throat for this. It's hurting my throat. I'm gonna not do the voice anymore. I'm gonna try to be gentle with my voice, but I'm not gonna do that voice anymore. Sorry. If you like that, if you are someone looking for people to dub your
to voice act in your stuff and you like that voice, please contact me. I can do that voice. But I will be like recording all my lines in like 3 days instead of 1 because it does hurt my voice. I can also do the Sonia Nevermind voice. It's pretty close to that one. Hold on.
I am Sonia Nevermind.
Ugh, sorry, that sounded horrible. Hold on.
I am Sonia Nevermind, Princess of Nova Zellic.
You see, it's pretty similar. I don't know if the mic captured that correctly, but to my ears, right now in person, it sounds exactly the same. So, who knows if the mic is gonna be cooperating in this. Maybe I should get a new mic. Who knows? He sometimes does favors for her, fixing her car, going to her house to fix stuff around her house, etc. And I was never really concerned because he told me all his coworkers are a lot older than him. However, one night, while he was asleep, his guy friend kept blowing up his phone. So I answered to let him know Jake was sleeping, and so was I. So stop calling, please. Anyways, before I put the phone down, I noticed 5 unread text notifications from Amy. I guess some of the spam notifications were from her. One of them said, "Great Jake, now everyone thinks we are being intimate." Oh, huh. Why would they think that? This really concerned me. So the next day after Jake got home from work, I asked about it. He said that both him and Amy were late for work that morning, so everyone probably assumed that, and it was just a joke. I'm sorry, if 2 people are late, the first thing that I'm gonna assume is not that they were together. I'm gonna assume there was traffic or both of them had personal problems. If everybody is assuming that from both of them being merely late at the same time, I feel like it's because there's background that supports that theory. I thought it was a weirdly unprofessional joke and expressed my discomfort. He invited me to the bar with him and his coworkers that night so I could meet her and see it was nothing to worry about. It did not soothe my nerves at all. Turns out Amy is not a lot older than him. She's only 3 years older and super pretty. The entire night she was all over him. See, that's why. That's the background. I'm telling you, if a rumor comes up and it seemingly comes out of nowhere, there might be a background on this. Granted, by background, sometimes the background sometimes is unilateral. Sometimes only one person is trying to force that background. Sometimes it's both. Okay, so if there's like a dating rumor somewhere and you're like a victim of a dating rumor, I'm not saying you are to blame for this. I'm saying someone there has a background. Maybe talk to the person who is the other person in the rumor, because they might have a background. If none of you have a background and you're simply just friends and everybody's being weird about it, someone else has a background. Someone else is seeing your relationship with your friend and being jealous about it and trying to make drama. Rumors always have backgrounds. So, touching him, leaning on him, putting her arms around him.
and even kissed him on the cheek.
Girly pop. That's not your boyfriend, that's our boyfriend. Okay? Oh my god. And he acted like it was normal. In this case, the background is mutual. The background is mutual. They were constantly teasing each other in that middle schooler who doesn't know how to properly flirt yet kind of way. The rumors were not because they were late. Let me just say that. The rumors were not because they were late. She told me all about how she loves him like a brother. People who say that while acting like this kind of piss me off because I tell people that I love them like a sibling. But I don't kiss them on the cheek and lean on them and try to practically climb on them with their significant other right there. And I also don't do that when their significant other is not there, okay? And also told me she's had intimate time with half of their other coworkers and that she got the next morning off work. She got the next morning off work because she sent a coworker private pictures to get him to cover for her. I'm sorry, what? This is supposed to assure you? This is supposed to assure you. Okay, so either your boyfriend is very much not there in spirit, only there in body, not there in spirit, okay, and he doesn't realize that this is really weird and he's like kind of slow, I guess, or he's been conditioned to think this is normal, which is a little worrying, or he is fully in on it and trying to fool you and thinks you're an idiot that will be fooled by this. What is going on here? This is not normal. Am I crazy? Am I the one? God, now I feel like I'm being gaslit. Okay. This isn't normal, right? Tell me this isn't normal. Because if this is normal, I am way more jealous than I thought I was. Like, yeah, I'm a little jealous as a person. Not jealous. No, the word is jealous. Like, I'm a little bit, just a little bit, I thought, at least, a little bit possessive of my significant other. When it comes to platonic relationships, go right ahead. I do not give two craps, two doo-doos, if you will. Okay, have the friendships you want, have the familial bond you want. When it comes to romantic feelings, if I am not the only real person in your life experiencing that you feel those romantic feelings towards, I will be angry. I will be pissed off. Okay, so that's like a little bit jealous, I think. But yeah, maybe I'm more jealous than I thought. Because I'm getting mad for her. Anyways. Later on, she started crying and sobbing at the bar, actual tears, because she's so lonely and wants someone to love her. And my boyfriend ended up having to comfort her. That's not your boyfriend's duty. That's not your boyfriend's duty, okay? He can be like, hey, you'll find someone someday. I'm sure you will. Okay, you are an interesting person. You've got qualities. Okay, I'm sure one day you will find someone that's great for you. I don't personally have a feeling that's what he did. I don't think that's what he did. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm just unsure what to do or say. My boyfriend kept acting like this was normal and that he wasn't doing anything wrong by entertaining this behavior. I can't ask him to cut her off. They're on the same unit and they have to work together. I literally do not know what to do about this. But I'm just disgusted knowing they have been going on all these years and that he's worked with her. How can I set boundaries when they're forced to be around each other all the time at work? And I'm going to look at the top comment, which is from Silver Grain Dust. Your gut is working. None of that is normal coworker behavior. Thank you so much. I thought I was going crazy. And it's okay to be disturbed. One small step. Calmly tell him you need a firm boundary like no touching/kisses, no outside of work favors, and see if he actually respects that. OP responded, "Thank you. I will try that and see if he respects it or not. Most people were telling me to just leave, but a part of me finds it really difficult to end a long-term relationship without at least attempting to talk it out the issue with him." Exactly. Like, okay, look. I know I've been clowning on this for a while throughout the story. My actual advice is always communicate. Communication is the baseline for everything, okay? If your partner is not being like violent towards you or extremely abusive, talk it out. Seriously. Every problem ever. Well, not every problem ever, but like 99% of problems ever can be talked out. Okay? If you ever have a problem with your significant other, sit down, talk to them, and see how they react. If they invalidate the problem, if they invalidate your feelings, invalidate everything, then talking is not gonna solve it. And you know what to do by then, okay? But if you talk it out and you come to a conclusion, there, you solved it. Talking is always the best step, the best first step. Okay? So, there's your little tip. I feel like that's how I helped solve most of my friends' relationship issues. Like, someone comes up to me with a relationship issue, I'm like, did you know that communication is key? If people just communicated more, most of the Earth's problems would just disappear. Anyways. Delicious Smile 6271 responds, "Please don't stay in a relationship just because you've been in it for several years." Right, yes, that too. Don't fall for the sunk cost fallacy. Like, oh no, I've already invested so much time into this or so much emotional effort. I should stay, right? I'm not happy in this, and talking isn't gonna solve it. So maybe I should just suck it up and stay. No, don't think like that. If you're thinking like that, leave immediately. But like, if you are staying just because of the sunk cost, don't stay. But if it's something you can solve by talking, talk it out. It's simple, really. I should take my own advice more.
I've seen so many people, including myself, become victim to the sunken cost fallacy in relationships. She's screwed with. Half of the people at work hangs all over him in front of you and openly admits to using guys by sending intimate pictures. Doesn't your boyfriend go to her place to fix things? I wonder why. I would be shocked if she hadn't sent him pics already.
Hey, LP, I don't want to like rock the boat or anything. I just had an idea. Now, I don't want to plant distrust or anything, and I definitely don't think you should be doing this in relationships, but if you're comfortable with it, ask your boyfriend to show you his texts with Amy. If he is like, hey, I don't feel very comfortable with that, because it's an invasion of my privacy, that's okay. If he lashes out and he's like, why you want to look through my stuff? You're being weird, blah, blah, blah. Then there's probably something there. You don't even need to look at the text. Just see how he reacts. Like, both occasions, he doesn't let you. Both answers I gave, the person isn't letting you see the screenshot, the texts. But notice the difference. One of them is clearly trying to hide something. The other one just wants privacy. See?
Ready G responds, hard agree. If this is how she behaves in front of his girlfriend, then how is it when they are alone? She's very likely trying to sleep or date him. His ego likes the attention. A healthy dude would set boundaries with his coworker without being asked to. Now, Primeusal responds, I wouldn't hard agree. There's a chance that she acted like this more because his girlfriend was there and less when no one's around. Toxic people don't follow normal society logic, and that is true. That is something you should keep in mind.
And Dame Storm says something that I absolutely agree with. I definitely think that's what was happening.
This is a hostile takeover, OP. She was trying to get you to react.
Yeah. Also, can I just say, I hate the term work spouse, like work wife, work husband. You shouldn't have that. You have work friends. You have mentees and mentors. You do not have a spouse in the workplace unless you are working with your spouse. That's not a thing. That's just a very incredibly uncomfortable way to refer to someone that your actual spouse should be a little worried about. Okay? Don't use that term. Please.
And we actually have an update.
So,
we got... So, to start this off, I have to apologize for not updating sooner.
don't worry, OP. It was just like 2 seconds. I'm joking. It's a joke because I got both posts in one go. I didn't see the first post when it was posted. That's the joke.
Anyways, it's been a while, and I'm not sure if you guys will even remember me or my post. Well, a lot has happened, and I've just been overwhelmed. I want to say thank you to everyone who gave advice. The original post got over 2 million views, so there were tons of comments, and I read them all, even if I didn't respond. I did not expect it to blow up like that. Before I give the update, I want to give some clarifications about frequently asked questions on the original post. My boyfriend told me that all his coworkers were a lot older than him, but that was when we were discussing other coworkers months prior, so I understand why he didn't happen to mention the one exception, Amy, since she wasn't on topic.
Actually, hold on. If everybody's like way older than him, and Amy's only 3 years older than him, does that mean that the half of coworkers she's been intimate with were like way older than her? Okay. I'm not here to judge. Just questions that I don't want answers to. But okay.
Since she wasn't on topic, he was making a generalization. So, update time. I did end up talking to Jake. I struggled finding a good time to bring it up because we ended up being invited to a spontaneous trip with our friends shortly after I made my post. But I ended up talking to him when we had a moment alone at the hotel. I explained how those behaviors made me feel, and he told me he wanted to discuss this but wasn't sure how to bring it up either, since we didn't talk about it when it happened. I was so emotionally defeated that night. We got home from the bar and I went to sleep without a word. Anyways, Jake told me that he was also completely caught off guard by how Amy was acting at the bar. So she was trying to amp up the antics to get a reaction out of you. Okay. Huh. He said that while she did make odd comments every now and then, she had never physically done anything until that night, and he let their other female coworker know he was uncomfortable with how Amy acted at the bar. And she agreed and said she would not schedule him with Amy anymore since she manages the schedule. I mentioned in my last post that Amy was constantly boasting about having been intimate with a bunch of men and sending them pictures or whatever. I interpreted this as she's trying to tell him she's down to do anything with anyone, including him. She's telling him she's interested. She's telling him she likes being intimate. Jake, however, interpreted the flirty comments as her personality because she was that way with everyone, and interpreted the sleeps with a bunch of men boasting as I'm not interested in you personally though, which is why he didn't find it odd. Hey Jake, is Amy interested in women too? If not, is she like that with women too? Let me know. Some people might say I'm a little flirty. Okay, but I'm like that with everyone. Granted, I am queer and I like women too. So like you can't tell anything about that part of my personality because of that. But I swear I'm not flirting. I swear I'm not flirting, like ever. If I was flirting, I would make it very obvious. But yeah. See if she acts that way with women too, because I feel like she is not into women, and I feel like that's not how she acts with the women. Okay? You know how when you start talking to someone of the opposite gender, they'll casually slip in a mention of their girlfriend or boyfriend as a way to let you know they're already taken and are only interacting with you platonically? Oh yeah, people do that. Huh. Interesting.
I never stopped to realize that. Wow. Okay. I just thought they were sharing about their personal selves, and I was like, oh my god, we're bonding. You're letting me know you have a person in your life. That is so close. Ah. Okay. I will keep that in mind from now on. He thought it was like that, and that was why she kept mentioning whoever she was seeing at the time. During our conversation, Jake reassured me that he loves me and he only wants me. He apologized for not resolving this sooner, and that he just felt super awkward at the bar when he realized that she was doing and didn't know what she was doing and didn't know how to react. He mentioned that he would never do anything with Amy or anyone like Amy. I think it would have been better if he said he wouldn't ever do anything like that with anyone other than you. But okay. And that he found her promiscuity and emotional instability to be unattractive. Honestly, I agree. Not like a moral judgment here, just a personal preference here. I agree with Jake. We have similar tastes. Nice. Okay. He believed that the reason she suddenly started being so handsy with him that night at the bar was because I was there, and that must have made her lash out, but he promised it had never happened before that. Okay. I understand that. After this conversation, and him showing me texts from his coworkers stating he won't be scheduled with Amy anymore, I felt a lot better. Wait. If that's not how she normally acts, then why was she saying like they think they're together? The coworkers think they're together. Hold on. My head just exploded. I think Amy was just saying that. I think she was the only one thinking that, not the coworkers. She might have been saying that to, what's his name again? Jake, right? To Jake to try to gauge out if he had any interest. Oh my god. Or, theory number 2, that is also very likely. She was the one spreading that joke. Starting that joke and spreading that joke. And the coworkers only started that joke because she started it first. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Okay. My fury towards Jake is gone by now. After this, I felt a lot better. Until Jake told me he wanted to talk one day. He said that even though he wasn't scheduled on the same shifts as Amy anymore, she started switching shifts with people to work with him. I'm taking a moment to calm down. Hold on. I'm taking a little moment to calm down, otherwise I'm gonna hit Amy. Inner peace. Inner peace. Okay. Because of that, he started applying to jobs. Oh my god, that's so great. Jake is golden. Jake is golden. I mean, he's silver, okay. He's silver. Jake is silver. And later on, let me know he got accepted to be a field technician at Redacted for Privacy. Oh my god. So nice. Congrats, Jake. And congrats, OP.
he put his 2 weeks in at his current job, and now he only has 1 week left until he starts. It's a field he's more interested in, has better pay, and obviously Amy won't be there until she applies to be a field technician too. No, I don't think she'll go that far. Oh my god, I am so happy for Jake though. Congrats on following your dreams, man. Overall, I'm currently happy and feel a lot better that he cut her off, and soon the entire work environment out of our lives. We've been talking about a lot of things since then. Better communication. That is it. That is it. Oh my god. Yes. Communication is key. How we can enforce boundaries even when it's awkward. Enforce boundaries even when it's awkward. I know this update is going to make a lot of people displeased. Most responses wanted me to end our relationship. That's because it's Reddit. You shouldn't take relationship advice from Reddit. I say reading a Reddit post and giving relationship advice, but at least I'm not on Reddit, I'm on YouTube, which is honestly not that much better. I'm gonna be honest. But I'm happy with where things are going currently. Thank you again to everyone who responded, except the few who kept accusing me of being AI. Lol. Yeah, people do that nowadays. But there were a few, like, structural things about this story that makes me think they're not an AI because of that. Also, sorry for the bad formatting. I typed this on my iPhone. Yeah, that also contributed to me thinking this isn't AI. But who knows? Maybe I just haven't seen enough AI Reddit posts. And I found this comment thread that I found very funny. User Conoxians responds, I like Jake. Edit, I'm not Amy. And someone responds, and one man band 1234 responds, I'm not Amy. Exactly what Amy would say. Amy Inco responds, I'm an Amy, but not that one. Asshole responds, different Amy. Candidate replacement 68 responds, I've heard that one before. Anyways, I found this funny. Okay, so, and for our last story, we got a short one from /Hogwadi. I think that's how you pronounce it. How can I, 33M, stop making my boyfriend, 36M, jealous of my fish, 4F? I love how you added the fish's age as well. That helps a lot. Thank you, OP. Can I know the fish's name? I want a picture of the fish. Please. I'm just gonna put a placeholder picture of the fish right here. Okay? Oh my god. Sorry, just... the story's breaking me and I haven't even started reading it yet. Okay, so... Me and my boyfriend have been together for 3 years. This is a guy, by the way. Don't be fooled by my voice, my girly girl voice reading this. Because I'm Cupid right now, okay? This is a guy that's writing this. Remember that, please. Me and my boyfriend have been together for 3 years. everything has been relatively good. That's not a good sign. The relatively is not a good sign. But okay, I will not impart judgment for now. Recently, my boyfriend has been getting jealous that I talk more to my fish after work than him. I've had my fish longer than we've been together, and I always talk to my fish after work. That's nice. It's nice that you talk to your fish. Fish like hearing you talk, if I'm not mistaken. That is very cool. Can I have a picture of your fish now, please? I want to see it. Please, OP. I am begging you. Anyways, the talking to fish is literally just a way I decompress after work. I just rant to my fish about things that happen throughout the day. Usually, it's stuff my boyfriend doesn't want to hear. Usually, it's just a 15 to 20 minute one-sided conversation. 15 to 20 minutes is not that long, I'm gonna be honest. I spend more time talking to myself than that. So if your boyfriend is getting jealous at the fish for 15 to 20 minutes of talking every day, maybe he's a little overly jealous. Also, can I just recommend here, if he wants to spend more time talking to you, maybe he can offer to join those 15 to 20 minute talks. Like, he can sit beside the fish and listen to you rant as well. And like, every once in a while interject and ask questions. That's something he can do. Over the last 2 weeks, he's gotten annoyed that immediately after getting home, I usually stand in front of the fish tank and mostly rant. Today I decided to, instead of ranting to my fish, just to sit on the couch and rant to him. And he mostly ignored me and watched TV. See, that's why he rants to the fish and not to you. The fish is a way better listener. Can I please have a picture of the fish now? And even got upset a few times I was talking about things that didn't matter while watching TV. And he wonders why you want to talk to the fish. And he wonders why. God damn. He doesn't want to listen to me after work, or want me to talking to my fish. That's not nice behavior. I'm not trying to like dramatized everything. I don't want to be over dramatic, but that sounds a little bit abusive. I don't know if I spent too much time on Reddit and now I've been radicalized in the ways of relationships, but that sounds a little bit emotionally abusive. That does sound a little bit emotionally abusive. 'Cause like, and I've heard this from a medical professional, okay? So it's not just me spouting. Internalizing things is not good. And when you don't have an outlet to let out your frustrations, they build up and get internalized. And that's not very good. That is actually very detrimental to your mental health. Don't ask me how I know this. You know how I know this. So like, yeah, this is very bad for your health if you don't let it out. And what you're doing is letting it out on the fish, and the fish enjoys listening to you talk, from what I know of fish. So like, it's healthy for both of you. And he's just being a jerk about it. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. He's the one in the wrong here. I'll also say our relationship has been fine the past 2 weeks, or other than him getting upset about me talking to the fish. Yeah, that's because there's already an issue going on and he doesn't need to make another issue. Granted, I might be projecting on this. Not my personal experience, and not personally me, like projecting on the boyfriend. I might be projecting past experiences on this. But okay. We still talk to each other about other stuff. He just doesn't want to hear about my workday, and I don't blame him. I'll let you talk to the fish, goddammit. And the comments. Before I get to the comments, I would like to say, my piece of advice for this is, okay, talk to your boyfriend. Sit down, talk to him, because communication is key to any and all relationships. Sit down, talk to him, and say, hey, talking to my fish at the end of my workday is how I decompress from my workday. I'm just spending 15 to 20 minutes ranting to my fish about how my day has been. Okay? And listen, I've already tried doing that with you, and you didn't like it. Remember you didn't like it? Yeah. So, I do that with my fish so that I don't internalize my stress or negative feelings. And so I have a healthy outlet to let out these frustrations and the stress from work so that I don't get bad mental health. Talk it out. Talk it out. Seriously. Just talk it out. If he still doesn't understand and he gets angry with you and starts talking nonsense, then you know what to do, OP. I don't want to be that person on Reddit saying leave him for being mad at you talking to the fish. But like, if talking it out doesn't work, what other option is there, honestly? Anyways, the comments. I found this really funny comment thread. Apprehensive Shoes says, well, the fish age and gender defined? Tank Foster responds, and the way he described their conversations as one-sided, I think if the fish starts talking back, then you really do have problems. Hey, maybe the fish is just quiet, okay? Maybe the fish sometimes talks. You don't know the fish. Mean environments. Tank Foster originally thought it was she instead of he, but he corrected that and said he, apologies. But they corrected that and said he, apologies. So, mean environments 4856 responded, OP is male, the fish is female, and last I checked, they don't talk back. Crafty Jury 8173 responds, I don't know, he said it's usually a one-sided conversation. That means that sometimes the fish talks back, huh? Can I please have a picture of the fish? I'm begging you, OP, please, just give me a picture of the fish. Please. I'm begging you. I want to know her name. And also a picture of the fish. Please. Dib1999 responds, person over here making his partner jealous over a fish, shaking my head. I don't think that's how SMH works. You don't have to say my head after shaking my head. Over Conversation 220 responds, I really thought Kanye was older than 36. It sounds like he still has some internalized things he needs to work on. Edit. Usually it's a 15 to 20 minute one-sided conversation. Very concerned about that times when this is not a one-sided conversation. That usually implies that there are times when it's not. Because the fish has very insightful commentary, okay? Y'all are ganging up on the fish. I don't like that. Leave the fish alone. Girly fish has very insightful commentary, and I would like a picture of her, please. Sorry. The Irish comments. I do think the age gap between OP 33 and the fish 4 is a bit concerning. Surprised nobody has mentioned this in the sub. It usually is. Fiery Margot responds, old enough to be her dad, shaking my head. PH the underline J? Yeah, whatever. Responds, well, in fish years, that's something. And the Iron responds, don't justify the age gap. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I love this. So, with that said, I believe this is it for today. I've been recording for more than an hour. I feel like this video is going to be more than an hour long, but we'll see. And if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you will please leave a like. That would be very, very nice of you. If you have anything... Oh, sorry, I'm still talking the Cupid voice. So, anyways, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. That would be very, very nice of you. If you have anything to tell me, please do so in the comments below. I'd be very, very, very happy to read your comments. If there are any particular subreddits y'all want me to read, please tell me in the comments below and I'll try to read those. And if you don't want to miss any videos from me, I suggest subscribing. Because yes, I post every Saturday and every 15th of the month. But, which actually reminds me that tomorrow for you is the 15th. Huh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyways, sometimes I do post outside of those particular dates, so if you don't want to miss that, I do suggest subscribing and turning on notifications. But other than that, I'm just really happy to have you here. I'm really, really happy that you have watched this entire video. Thank you so much for being here, actually. Thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. I truly love and appreciate you for being here and for being yourself and for being this wonderful person that I am certain the earth needs right now. Okay? So keep being awesome. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you continue having a wonderful week next week. And I hope everything goes well for you. That you are blessed, that you are happy, that you are lucky, that you are healthy, and everything else. Wishing you all the best. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Eat a bunch of chocolate. Pro tip. Tomorrow, chocolate is probably gonna be like at a massive discount. So check out your local retail stores tomorrow for chocolate at a very good price. And stuff yourself full of chocolate tomorrow. Unless you have like a chocolate allergy or lactose intolerant. I feel like there are lactose-free chocolates out there. Maybe not cheap ones, but anyways, stuff yourself full of chocolate tomorrow. It's gonna be cheaper, I believe. Anyways, I hope you liked this video, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow with another video. Bye bye. Love you. Oh, sorry. Right, and if you have been in this channel before, you know that I absolutely love puns, and
I tell one pun per video, usually. So, today's pun of the video is, what did the match say to the other match at the matchbox? You're my perfect match. Get it? Because they're partners. Very cute, right? Yeah. You know, their relationship is pretty something, you know, because they have like this fire going on. Get it? Because fire matches. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for another video. Bye bye, lovelies. I love you. Bye bye. And now for the outro.